Alright everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Overly Modded Repentance. Today we're actually gonna hop in as Tainted Eve, which I know that's like, let's be honest, that's a weird one for this, but if you see in the bottom right we have a captain's whistle. The fuck, listen, I don't care, okay? Tainted Eve is hard, and I'll probably hate this episode because you're playing Tainted Eve. However, I absolutely adore the Pikmin series as as a whole, like I think the Pikmin series is really great. I'll be honest, I don't love the resprite to Captain's Whistle, okay? While it is cute and funny, I just feel like it's unnecessary. You could have kept it Sumptorium and I would have been perfectly fine with that. But either way, I'm not complaining. Now, the one thing I do hate is that the Pikmin slowly die, as you can see. They started off super healthy and cute, and now they're dying. I'll be honest, part of me wants a mod, and I might do it for the Overly Modded series. And honestly, like, I'm sure even if there's not one out, it wouldn't be hard to get someone to make one, because I know a couple people that can make mods, and this seems like the kind of thing that would take 2 seconds, but I wouldn't mind the old Tainted Eve, at least specifically the Blood Claudies, because obviously nothing's really changed about her, just the Claudies. Listen, was it overpowered? Yeah, it was really strong. Was that ridiculously fun? Yes. And the whole point of the series is fun, right? I mean, we don't have unlocks to do. All we're doing is trying to have a good time. So if we can have a better time by possibly reverting some changes. Now, I was never really planning on installing mods to revert changes that were made in updates. However, the more I've thought about it, the more I've realized that, like, I kind of want to do it. Like, I really do kind of just think it's a good idea. Worst case scenario, someone out there goes, oh, what the fuck, how could you ever, like, revert this fabulous change that my admin made? And then, like, everyone would probably just, block that person on YouTube because what the hell. So I think we might get some mods reverse. Obviously, there's a lot of good changes as well, and obviously a lot of the changes are for balance reasons, right? Like, and they make sense. However, if I wanted balance and fairness, I wouldn't install all these custom item packs, right? Because like a lot of these custom item packs have items and stuff that just are not fair. And you know what? It's glorious. I absolutely love it. I think the game is just 10 times more fun when you can just goof off and have fun and not have to like actually like try hard your ass off just to potentially have a chance at victory. So yeah, that's something you like to do. But anyway, question of the day. What is the most underrated food combo in your like mind? I think I had asked something similar at one point, but like I don't think I asked this exact question. And even if I asked something similar, I, truth be told, don't really care because it's hard to do the whole question of the day. Like every single day, that's hard, So, what is the most underrated food combo? This one, I don't know how people are gonna feel, but I know how I feel, and that's what matters. Oh, I almost got that top, like the Pikmin up there killed. That would have been tragic. But I think peanut butter and eggs. Listen, I mean, we've all had breakfast sandwiches before, right? And I'm sure a lot of us have been in the position where we have breakfast, not necessarily a breakfast sandwich, we have breakfast, right? And it's like you got your toast, you got your eggs, you got whatever you got on your plate, your bacon, and you're like, I have all these ingredients. What the hell is this hard? Why is it so almost normal? And then it's just not. Oh yeah, I forgot I installed Go Fast mod. That's so good. Hell yeah. Thank you Biggie B in the comment section. In case anyone looks for a Biggie B in the comment section, I promise you, his name is not actually Biggie B and you'll never find it. But thank you Biggie B in the comment section for reminding me to finally download that godforsaken mod. I've been meaning to for so long, and now whenever we want to go somewhere, instead of like walking, we just kind of do that. And I think that's like that fits the modded series so goddamn well, because like we're not really big into min-maxing on the modded series, so whenever we do, it feels like such a drag. And just the ability to not have to care about like going back and being able to just go, oh man, I wanted to go to the boss room, and teleport. It's super nice, right? It's great. We're gonna take this 50% chance of spawning a random familiar upon hit. I mean, listen, not that we'll ever get hit, but if we were to get hit, it would be nice to make some friends because of it. I think if you can make friends through pain, it's not the best way to make friends, but it is a way, and I look at Eve, she really needs it. I think Eve is a weird character, right? Because as long as you're careful and slow, she can really spiral. Much less so nowadays than before. Like, way back in the day, in the original versions of Repentance, Tainted Eve was the guaranteed spiral character, because since her Claudies never lost health, you would just amass an army of them. Like, look right now. We have a pretty decent army. But imagine this army was full health all the time, always. That would be the shit. Like, that would be so goddamn good. But instead, it's not. You can use your whistle now to, like, suck them back in. And when you suck them back in, you can bring them back out to heal them. But there becomes a point where you have too many Claudies to be able to heal. So, like, you can heal them. It's not like you physically can't. I mean, there are some you won't be able to. Because right now, if we suck in, right, we have too many Pikmin. We have extras because we, you know, we picked up red hearts. So we can't suck all of them up. The ones we can will heal. But, like, it takes so long to heal them that it gets to the point where you're like, is it worth it? But anyway, I want to talk about the eggs more. So you make the, you know, you have all these sandwich materials sitting on your plate, but it's not a sandwich, and you're just kind of like, well, there's no reason this shouldn't be a sandwich, you know? And then you realize, well, the toast does have peanut butter on it, because, you know, you had toast with peanut butter. And I'm sure that's not just an American thing. I have a feeling that's an everywhere thing. I wouldn't know. I don't know anything about food in places, right? But, like, I have a good feeling. Where do you go to make sure your Pikmin don't split up while attacking these guys? Okay, right here. But, like, yeah, I just have a feeling peanut butter on toast is very normal, right? So, you have peanut butter on your toast, and then you're like, well, damn. Well, what's the game plan here? How the fuck am I gonna get... Dude, this is tragic. But dude, we're gonna lose one. I know it's like it's only one. I shouldn't be trying so hard not to lose any. But like, I don't want to lose them. They're cute, right? I would say this mod's actually helped me be a better Tainted Eve player, just because I'm looking at it and I'm like, I can't afford to lose a single one of these guys. You know what I mean? So I definitely think this mod actually makes you a better game player, which means it is basically cheating. But yeah, so like you have the peanut butter on your toast, and then you're at a crossroads where you're like, listen, I could just make this a breakfast sandwich, but the question is it acceptable? Like, am I gonna get like murdered if I put peanut butter on my eggs? And the answer is, I mean, depends. If you're allergic, yes. If you're not allergic, no, you'll be fine. Peanut butter on eggs is really solid, especially when like you put it on fresh eggs. Because if you put it on cold eggs, first of all, what the hell are you doing? Why are your eggs cold? Like, that's just... I'm sorry. There should never be a case where you're eating cold eggs. I guess there's, like, specific cases. Like, egg salad's fine. Okay, I was thinking specifically fried egg. But now that I think about it, there's some decent cold eggs, right? Like, deviled eggs, right? You can go buy pre-made deviled eggs. Though I do not recommend you buy them pre-made. They're super easy to make. If you want deviled eggs, you can easily make them. They're really not complicated. They're super simple. Very few ingredients. It is a bit of a process, like, you know, you have to put work in. Also, just because these guys have been alive for so long, we're actually going to take the time to do this. I know we have good trip, but we need to spawn in their boys anyway, so let's just walk. But yeah, so, like, deviled eggs are good cold, well, good-ish. I still, like, I've had fresh deviled eggs. I don't know if you're supposed to eat them, like, when they're warm, but I don't know. I have, and they're pretty damn good, so... You know, it's like, then again, deviled eggs are just always good. Also, egg salad. Egg salad is better cold for sure. Like, I'm sorry, but you really don't want, like, a warm egg salad. That's, like, tragic. Maybe it's actually a thing, and people are like, yeah, that's fine. But in my own head, if I were to think about the thought of a warm, just squishy egg salad, that, no. It's like, no. It feels wrong, right? It feels wrong. It looks wrong. It sounds wrong. It just is wrong. Okay. So no, thank you with the warm egg salad. Actually, so some eggs are definitely better off cold. Okay, we've safely come to that conclusion. Hide. Thank you. We've come to that conclusion, and I would say I'm a better person because no. But basically, with your eggs and peanut butter, you shouldn't do cold eggs. Okay. First of all, I don't know. Okay. Well, that's just funny. I don't know what eggs you're eating. We're getting into dangerous territory here. Like, soy milk is not the kind of thing you want as Tainted Eve, in my opinion. Because look, our freaking tiers are still only 6 after picking up soy milk, right? The reason you don't want soy milk as Tainted Eve is because you never really want to hold down the button, because if you hold down the button, you can accidentally summon boys on your face, and you do not want that. Obviously, it's very funny, but I mean, the game's already starting to lag, right? So there's that. There's a lot of issues that come along with grabbing soy milk, but I also think it's way too funny to pass up, right? Like, we need to at least try with it, and here we are trying. But Yeah, so just to remind, wait, what happens? Will we? Okay. I was worried that we would spawn inside the center of the road, and I was like, that seems stupid. But then again, why would like the mod's like pretty popular, so I think by now they would have had that sorted out. And look, it doesn't do that, so hell yeah. But yeah, like just when you put the peanut butter and the eggs together, right? When you put the peanut butter on toast. All right, it melts a little, right? Peanut butter on toast obviously melts a little. That's just how peanut butter works. But when you, and this is a great thing in life, when you put that egg on the peanut butter, it becomes just a whole other level of something extra in a good way, and like the good kind of extra, right? But it just becomes so good. Also, shoot the whoop 100% scales based on your damage, and that was something I had not previously thought about. Okay, we're gonna have to do some Captain's Whistles place. Oh boy. Okay, we managed to keep at least most of our Pikmin through that, which I'm definitely happy about. I think as Tainted Eve, you don't really want to go Devil Deal, if I'm being honest. I would much rather go Angel Deal. I mean, think about like Godhead or Sacred Heart in this situation. We are amassing quite the army, though. I mean, like, you know, this is just good. None of these trinkets are worth it. Let's move down to... I mean, we kind of want to go to the cursor, but I just also really don't. I can't just... No, okay. What's this? Can sorry, I've never actually played with the mod before, so I'm kind of just looking at stuff. But okay, there we go. Yeah, but like the peanut butter melts so much, and if you don't cook your yolk, I mean, some people like runny yolk, some don't. I am a good person, so I like runny yolk. But if you don't cook your yolk, when the egg yolk and the peanut butter mix, I don't know why, it's so good. Well, it's the kind of thing that it sounds so wrong. Then once you do it, it actually 100% feels like it was made to be. Like it feels like the kind of thing that people have been doing for 12 centuries. And you know what? There's a good chance this is like already super popular, and I feel like, and I'm like talking as if I just invented this when like everyone already does it. But like all I'm saying is I've never seen anyone else really intentionally do it. I've seen some people do the situation I've talked about where like they have toast and they have eggs and like the toast has peanut butter on it and they're like, well, I kind of wanted the sandwich and like I have the stuff to make one, so I will. I've seen that situation numerous times, okay? Like I've seen it plenty of times. However, I've just never really seen situations where people are like, you know what? I'm gonna like choose, just by choice, I would like peanut butter on my eggs. I've never seen that. You know, today, in case you're wondering where this conversation stemmed from, today I was cooking breakfast, and you know what I did? I was like, man, I haven't had peanut butter on eggs in like a while, like probably since I moved. So I decided to put the peanut butter on my eggs, and I was like, damn, why haven't I, like, why has it been so long? And now I'm hooked again. I'm back on the peanut butter egg train, and I think it's, honestly, it's the only train you need to be on. It was a great start to my day. I woke up nice and early today, around 5 a.m. And then, you know, the first thing I did when I woke up, rolled over, checked my phone, 2%, and I was like, well, at least I gotta see the time. And then it died, and I was like, you know, that's completely fair. We vibe with that. I'm not gonna get upset with my phone dying because I still have my Switch on me. It was right next to me. And I grabbed my Switch and I just started playing Pokemon. Like, immediately. I was like, okay, it is 5 a.m. Oh, I am so sorry about that. Okay, I had, like, just a huge coughing fit out of nowhere, and I just slammed to reach the mute button, and then I was like, okay, this coughing fit, it's still not gone. Let's just... Oh, just suck him. Coughing fit still wasn't gone, so I was like, okay, let's just, oh my god, that Pikmin almost died. Dude, can you just fucking leave, dude? Why are hosts in this game, man? Like, these were never an enemy that anyone in the dev team thought out, and then by the time they were in the game, it was too late to take them out because people had already hated them so much that the dev team was kind of just like, oh, people don't like this? Well, now we have to keep it, you know what I mean? But anyway... I don't even know what I was saying before I started coughing. I was probably still on the peanut butter eggs thing. It wasn't like it was super long ago. I just have a bad memory, right? Oh, boy. But, like, anyway, who cares? Let's talk about the run. Soy milk with this character is super interesting because it's weird. I actually really like Little Green. Okay, well, I fucking hate you. We haven't lost a Pikmin in so goddamn long. We haven't even been hitting, like, actual floors. And then, okay, if that's Cat community mod, that might actually be an excuse for me to turn it off. Is that in the mod config menu? Do I still have that turned on? Alright, I'm gonna take a look through this mod config menu, and I'll be right back. Alright, so I could not find anything in the config menu to turn that off. I don't know what mod it's from, and I don't know if there's a way to turn it off or not. All I know is I genuinely hate it. Listen, I'm not the kind of guy that wants to walk in, like in Gungeon, right? There's mimics, and that's fine because they've been in the game since day one. So you know, you got your muscle memory in about that, right? Whenever you walk into an item room, you might either wait to see if it's breathing or just shoot the chest. That's completely fair. I don't like changing muscle memory, basically, especially for like a modded series where it's not going to be, like if it was an update to Isaac, honestly, completely fair. Because you know what I would do? I would just learn and adapt and be fine with it. The problem lies when it's not an update and it's just a mod. So whenever I go play non-modded Isaac, I'm not going to just shoot the fucking item pedestals, right? So it's just, I don't know. I don't like that specific thing where I would have to like completely change my muscle. And obviously, like, if you look at the item pedestals, you can see they're not really moving, I would say. So like you can tell whether or not they're actually even a thing, like whether or not they're mimics by looking at them. But once again, it's just like I'm not in the mood to be looking for that kind of thing. Like I don't want to be hunting to see if my item pedestals are going to kill me every time I'm walking through a room. That does feel like an Ipecac community mod thing. Now, if it is, I don't want to turn off all the Ipecac community mod because of that, because it adds a lot, and without it, I feel like, without Ipecac community mod, I feel like this series would feel a lot less overly modded. It would feel like probably pretty lightly modded, because Ipecac community mod, while there are definitely some aspects about it that aren't great, I'd still say in general it's pretty damn good, and it adds just so goddamn much that it really adds to the vibe of, hey, oh my fucking god, by the way. This has just gotten, like, I don't know why, but the second we got hit, I think what happened was I got fucking pissed and actually hate this game right now because of that goddamn item pedestal. So, like, we hadn't been hitting floors. Then that stupid item pedestal hit us, and now I just, now I'm gonna get hit a lot because I'm kind of angry and I don't want to. Also, like, not to be that kind of guy, but this run's also not looking great. I mean, the problem being, really more than anything, is just that we don't really have anything. I mean, we're 16 minutes in, and I think this is the 3rd floor, which is a problem. Like, that says something about the run right there. To be fair, we've been pretty much full clearing every floor, if we're gonna be honest. So, like, that definitely is adding to it. We're doing more min-maxing than usual, but the reason being is because we have no fucking damage, and even with soy milk with Tainted Eve, it's not a lot of fucking... It's not a lot of tiers. Like, you're not getting a lot with soy milk. Because, like, 6 tiers, that's, like, pretty good normally. And, like, achievable. That's pretty good and achievable normally. It's not fucking soy milk. Like, that's not soy milk damage, right? Or tier rate, I guess. But you know what I mean. Like, when you see 6 tiers, you're like, wow. He like, broke the tiers cap a little. Good job. That's probably a pretty okay run. Not like a, wow, he's lost all of his damage to swim. Well, granted, like, it's completely fair, right? Because, like, we have all these dudes shooting and stuff. Now, I mean, now we've lost legitimately every single fucking one of them except 3 of them. But, like, you know, also, just speedball. Just speedball. We got meat and soy milk so far. Those are our 2 stat changes that actually fucking matter. The rest is like, oh, hey, here's marbles. You like marbles? Oh, hey, here's best bud, which is only gonna proc when you get hit, so you never even wanted to proc in the first place. Here's little keeper. That one I actually was a fan of. I don't know. I feel like we have nothing this run. Like, truthfully, it just feels like we have absolutely nothing. This run's super weird. I understand we're only 4 floor. I think the problem is, and the reason this run feels like we have literally nothing going on. I mean, A, we just do, right? But, like, the problem is it's taking like 20 minutes to get to floor 4. And I think that's where the problem with this run feels like it's a lot worse than it is coming into play. Because, like, you know, when you're 20 minutes into a run, on me, on average, 20 minutes is, like, pretty damn far. Probably in the depths by 20 minutes. So, like, typically by now I'd have 4 or 5 more items, at least, right? And we skipped the first devil deal, too, on top of that. So, like, there's that. There's so much just leading towards the... we just don't have a lot thing right now, and that's not great, you know. That's never amazing. Did we just get a glitch chart out of a glitch chart? I mean, that's pretty damn cool. Though I will admit, that's a lot of soul hearts, and I don't even know if I like the fact that it's a lot of soul hearts. I want to suck up Bone Boy. I want to make a Bone Baby. I want to see Bone Pikmin. Hold on, we're totally sucking up Bone Baby whenever we can. It's gonna take a minute, but we'll suck up Bone Baby. I want to see, because I know there's different Pikmin sprites, by the way, because obviously, like, there's more fucking Claudies than just red heart Claudies, but we have not been in the position all run where we wanted to give away a heart that wasn't a red heart. Now I feel like, now is like the first time we actually kind of are. Alright, purple Pikmin. Oh, I love the purple Pikmin. That's adorable. Now, why are we sucking them back up? Because we can. I don't fully want to lose the bone heart yet. I'm not going to lie to you. Our health is getting to a position where we can debate it, but, like, I would much rather... Oh, my God. These enemies, this room is just so kind of bullshit. Like, for this specific character, by the way. In general, not, like, impossible, but if you're talking about keeping your fucking Pikmin alive, you're not doing that in this room. Like, you cannot... You have these tiny rocks to hide on. We lost a decent chunk of men in battle today, and you know I'm pretty sad. Oh, God, we lost another one. At least we didn't lose the purple one, because we love the purple one, and we don't want to lose the purple one. I do want it back at some point. We'll get it back at some point. I'll be real with you. At some point, we'll get it. I mean, the question is, we want to be able to use all of our red hearts, right? So I say we just get the purple Pikmin on the battlefield, and then hopefully they die relatively soon, because we want to be able to use all of our red hearts, because we like running empty red hearts, right? But like, I don't know, it just feels dumb to have the bone heart out, because why have the bone heart out and not have it be a Pikmin when, like, we're gonna lose it just as quickly from it being out as we will having it in the front of our health slot unprotected, right? I think just because of location of the bone heart, there's no point in keeping it in our actual health pool. So we'll just get rid of it. It's a bit weird, but it makes sense if you think about it, because, like, once again, because of where it is and how it has no soul art protecting it, if we get hit, we're losing it anyway. And I would, okay, well, we summoned a blue Pikmin, which is kind of adorable, but not what I wanted to do. But yeah, like, we'd rather lose it and have it fight for us than have it just save us half a soul heart, in my opinion. Why? And the main reason being is because we just want to see it on our screen. Like, it's not actually much better than other Pikmin. I mean, it has compound fracture, which is, like, really nice, but it's not, like, it's not busted, you know what I mean? It's just kind of like, with one Pikmin doing that, it's not, you're not going to see a noticeable difference in DPS. It's going to be one of those things where, like, you see it shooting bones and you're like, hell yeah, go get him, but, like, it doesn't, you know, doesn't actually mean anything. You know, these fucking Pikmin are also doing, like, no damage, by the way. We have to think about that, because they have, like, our damage and then only a certain percentage of our damage, and our damage is already 0.98. So if they only have a certain percentage of that, oh boy. I mean, Scorpio is really nice, though. I don't know if poison damage scales based on actual damage or not, but I think it does not. Also, when did the sprite of our soul hearts change, by the way? I know it's been like this all run, by the way. But, like, that's a new soul art sprite. And I don't remember downloading a mod that changes soul art sprite. I did download a good few mods, to be fair, recently. I don't know why. Because my game was crashing a bunch, and I was like, well, how do we solve this issue? And then my genius solution was, why don't we install more mods? And you know what? Knock on wood, but it seems to be working. Not like actually, I know the two things are completely unrelated, right? Correlation is not causation or whatever. But, like, still, all I'm saying is, I was having crashing issues. I said, hey, what if I just, and then installed more mods, and now I'm not having as bad of crashing issues. I've crashed a couple times since getting the mod, but it's nothing like it was, like it's been before. Nothing like that at all. It is genuinely much better. Before, it would be like every recording session I would do, I would crash like 6 or 7 times. That's how it got to that bad at some point. And now it's kind of just like, maybe I crashed once trying to record, which, once again, not great. I would say, in fact, maybe no, I would say, like, more than likely I end up crashing once every time I try to go and record, which is not great, okay? You don't want to be... I don't know if we lost anyone there, but, you know, I saw death approaching, stopped talking, and blew my captain's whistle. Do we want to go anywhere? I mean, not really. Not like, to be honest, I think we just kind of want to fight the boss. Because, like, we're 20 minutes in, you know, not quite my intention, I'll be real with you. I kind of wish... No, I think it's only specifically for this character. I was going to say, I kind of wish it didn't, like, the controls for the map weren't like they were. But I think I only wish that because with this character, you have to hold down a directional button to make babies. So, like, it'll automatically move whenever you open the map if you're making Pikmin, which you, like, always are. So, you know, I just think I think I'm just being a little bit of a bitch, basically. If we're gonna make it, like, put it in as simple words as possible, I think I am just being a bitch. Get ready to, nope. He's almost dead, just get him dead, just get him dead. Hell yeah, okay. We want to, like, basically, there was a good chance we lost. It was only 7, it was only 67. Like, the odds, no, it's only a 67% chance. Of course you didn't get it. Why would we get it, man? It was only a 60, it was only, that feels like it could kill my Pikmin. Only a 67% chance. I have no idea in which world we would ever get that. That doesn't make any sense. It was only a 60. We basically were grasping at straws there. A 67% chance. Never. Doesn't even seem real. I really like the Pikmin army. Like, I really like the Pikmin army. I think this is genuinely, and it's gonna sound a little stupid, but I think it's probably one of my favorite mods. It is super simple. It is just a reskin, but like, it's a good one. The Captain's Whistle, it's growing on me. I didn't like it at first just because it felt completely out of place in terms of the character. But then I had a Pikmin army and I was like, never mind, it feels perfectly fine. When are they making Pikmin 4, by the way? For those of you who don't even know what Pikmin is, by the way, it's a Nintendo game where you have these little plant bitches that, like, you force into doing your work, and it's great. Like, it's genuinely a really fun, like, strategy puzzle type game. And I love it. And Pikmin 3 came in a long time ago. And I don't know if they've confirmed Pikmin 4. I don't really keep up with video game news, to be fair. But like, I don't think they've confirmed Pikmin 4. Or at least if they have, they confirmed it forever ago. And there's been no news in like 12 years, right? So I personally would be really, really happy to see a Pikmin 4. I was literally going to say, we're only coming in here in case there's a crane game. And there's a crane game. Just give me it. I can see it in your face. You want to give me it. No, I can see it in your eyes. I can see it. You wanted to wait till the last minute. You wanted to wait till I had to get both my bombs to this bomb beggar to get him to pay out 3 cents. You know what? Just as good. How do we get money? I mean, there's some money scattered at the level, but we also did just give away our only bombs, so that might affect things. If this challenge room requires full... I mean, no matter what this challenge room... Yeah, okay. Here's one of the good sides about Tainted Eve, right? It might take a couple minutes, but we can get through this door. And then we can get our health back simply by pressing a button. So we'll get into here. It is gonna add up to be a lot of time just to see if there's Pageant Boy in there. But first we have to lower our health all the way down. And then we have to walk in here just to get Roid Rage. Then we suck it all up. Also, Rock Pikmin is adorable. What about our Soul Hearts? Did we not get our Soul Hearts back? That's like mighty unfortunate if we're being honest. Well then I guess this is our army. Rock Pikmin are cute. We're gonna fight for this in case there's like a dime drop at the end of the level, right? You never know. I mean, I don't think there will be, but once again, it's not a, oh, we're rolling odds here, we'll probably get it. It's a, we have very few options left and we need to try type situation. Plus, now we have Rock Pikmin and Blue Pikmin and Red Pikmin, so like, with all the Pikmins on our side, how are we ever gonna lose? Oh god, your skelety hands. We're fine. We're fine. Yeah, Rock Pikmin are one of my favorite Pikmin. I would say Purple Pikmin are better. Like, even in fucking Smash Ultimate, I love playing Olimar. I don't think Olimar is good. Oh yeah, Keeper drops us coins just from shooting enemies because he's a boy with money shots. That's kind of funny. But like, yeah, so in Smash Ultimate, Olimar is not a great character. Unless he's been upped in the tier list recently and people figured out he's actually goated or something. Last time I checked, he wasn't necessarily great. I love playing as Olimar. Just having the Pikmin, it's just so nice. I don't feel like I'm ever strong with him, and I rarely win my Olimar fights. But when I win them, it's like one of the best feelings in the world. You know what I mean? Like, when I pull on top against like my friends fucking Lucina or like Link main, and I'm just playing Olimar, it feels so good. It's one of the best feelings in the world, actually. So we love it. I wish I wasn't dumb, if we're gonna be real. I really feel like we shouldn't have given away all of our bombs because we could have bombed their donation machine. I didn't realize we hadn't gone in here yet. Yeah. We definitely could have bombed their donation machine. We have this room left to get a bomb. This guy needs to go first, I'm telling you. That guy's like one of the biggest problem childs of Isaac, and he never acts like it either. Die, all of you. Okay, I sucked them up. You know what? That worked. I think we did a better job of sucking than we thought. Because, like, obviously a lot of them died, but we saved a good amount, too. And also, a lot of them became health in that exchange, so it looks like a ton died, but really not as many died as we're being led on. to believe. Now we have to sit here and like, fuck the army, dude. We'll make it later. I think we're out of money we can grab. This one's behind a rock. No, it's actually unattainable completely. We could like technically go to the sacrament, but I'm just gonna try this. Okay, what's next? Is it better? Because if it is, I'll cry. Nope. We don't even care about D8. So we spent like 30 cents on a fucking ginormous tiers upgrade. Oh, that's like huge. I was ready for it to be like pretty big because I knew we had soy milk and like we were still only at 6 tiers. So I was like, all right, we're gonna get like a good like 1 or 2 tiers up. That's pretty sizable. No, we got like a 4 tiers up. This is pretty damn good. Okay. You know, don't worry. We're 25 minutes in a Necro one. I think we might try to speed it up soon, just a little bit. I think it's roughly speed up time, right? We've been going slow as hell for like, maybe we're going too fast. Oh, no, you fucking, soy milk. You know how many babies we could have just made with that? You know how big our Pikmin are? Plus the fucking sack room. That room was huge, and we literally just threw it away. That hurt. We could have done so much with that room, but like, of course we're gonna shoot while entering a room. That's just like, come on. I know it can hurt because of the whole apparently rainbow hoops thing, but more like realistically, it can hurt because there could be brains that are just doing weird things that I physically just can't seem to dodge at all with like actually no hope. What the hell was that? The fact that they were making that noise means you know that didn't function properly. And if that did function properly, what the hell, man? We tried our best, but we lost a lot of lives in that room because, well, realistically, we can blame it on Tainted Eve all we want, but it's more, oh yeah, we don't have a bomb. It's more the fact, sorry, no, we can blame it on the brain, but it's more the fact of Tainted Eve, okay? Tainted Eve is the problem child. Oh, because the Pikmin literally go down to one shot from anything all the time, and that's not like a one shot as in they go on low health. No, they legitimately go to one shot, and like, you know, that's really bad. I kind of just want to buy a heart. That's Pikmin, you know what I mean? More than reasonably, I think the thing we want is a bomb. We know where the secret room is, and there's so many things you can do with a bomb in general, and we have none. To be fair, did we give them away willingly? Yes. Am I still upset about it? Yeah. I mean, we got like a heart out of it for Pikmin that we just eventually lost anyway, so I'm not necessarily thrilled. Also, I was really thinking about bringing this episode to the Beast before I realized I was gonna play Tainted Eve, but the problem with the Beast and Mother and all that with Tainted Eve is they will 100% just wipe your babies out. Like, they will just wipe the army out without, like, in, like, one fell swoop. It'll be, like, an instantaneous thing where you're just existing, you're vibing, and then bam, your entire army is gone before you even understand what happened because of just, like, one attack. So, because of that, and because of how shitty Tainted Eve's, like, normal damage is, I think that, like, going to any alt path or anything in this episode is 100% just off limits. I think trying to do that with Tainted Eve is genuinely just a death sentence. Obviously, you can. I mean, it's part of unlocks, and in fact, I have most of her unlocks done on my main. I think the only one I'm missing is literally greedier mode, because that's the worst one. All your babies die, and then you're left with literally the worst starting stats in the game. And the only way to get more babies is with health, and typically, you sort of find health, right? Like, as you're playing the game, you'll just get more and more health. However, as Tainted Eve, no, not as Tainted Eve, sorry. In Greedier, no, that doesn't happen because fuck you. It just, instead, the game looks at you and goes, ha ha ha, you're dead. And you have to pay 3 cents per heart. So your choices are, get your babies, which sounds great on paper because you're like, damn, you want the babies, right? Like, the babies are genuinely super helpful because they are your entire DPS. But the option is get your babies or get items. It's not one or the other. And I know you're like, okay, I'll just don't get it for it. Yeah. But some waves, like, keeping your babies alive through all the waves in Greedier is not only hard, I would say it's probably impossible for some waves. So, Tainted Eve Greedier is just really not fun. One of the many unlocks that made me really want to stop doing unlocks, and then it made me actually stop. Like, it went from like, I kind of don't want to do this anymore to like, I'm just not doing this. And this is one of the unlocks that was because of that. It was Greedier mode. Honestly, just because of how long we've been playing for, we're going to go straight to Loki. I mean, we are 30 minutes in almost, and we're not even on the mom fight yet. We're going to be late for Hush by the time we would normally get to boss rush, so that's interesting. I mean, like, our run isn't even horrible. It's just weird because, like, you have to play so slow and careful because if you're playing fast and loose as Tainted Eve, you're going to be losing babies left and right. And if you're losing a lot of babies, that can easily kill you. But here we are, Depths 1, 30 minutes in, and we get our first Angel Deal. Brainworm is so unbelievably good here, and Holy Grail grants flight for me and all my Pikmin. I was gonna ask, do they turn into pink Pikmin? Because pink Pikmin are the flying ones. I wonder if all of them are pink is the only problem, because like if all of them are pink, that's a little annoying. But like, that's such good attention to detail. I actually love that. I know it's usually something small, but like when they fly, having them all turn to the pink ones. Because I was like, what's the thing gonna look like when they fly? Is it just gonna be the pink ones? And it literally is, and I love that. It's such a good show. Greedy Limpet, yeah, Greedy Limpet. This is a pretty good item. Whenever you pick up a coin, you gain the small stats up, and every time you enter a new floor, there's a chance that stat up goes away, which is unfortunate and doesn't sound great, but it also gives you an item. So it's like you get basically a temporary stat up, and then eventually it'll also give you items, and that's just good, right? You just win in that situation. Okay, I'm glad I went to this room because I really thought the secret room was going to be to the left up there, but it's actually to the right. Okay, well, we have to be careful here again because, in fact, we're just going to come over here. I know this is going to be super annoying. I understand, but this is a Tainted Eve room. What did you expect? We're going to make as many Claudies as we can, and then we're going to go break that rainbow poop. The truth is, this is just the right way to play. Okay, even if it's annoying, even if it takes forever, this is the smart thing to do. I mean, look. Right, especially with the added lag of this many Pikmin shooting. Pinkmin, because they're pink. There we go. Because of this many Pinkmin shooting, it's a problem. I mean, you can see the timer is just getting slower and slower as we go along. We also get to look at the Pinkmin. They're so adorable. I love them. They're actually really cute, though. Like, I would love a Pikmin 4 on the Switch. I think it would be one of the best games ever. I think it would sell really well. I think it would do Nintendo like a lot of good. Instead, they just don't. Also, I know we have 1/2 heart left. Guess what? I don't care. Guess what? That is, that I don't know why, but that specific half a heart felt like it was really pushing it in terms of my time. I'll do these hearts. I'll do these ones, but that one felt annoying. But yeah, the good part about where we are now is all of these Pikmin are actually extra Pikmin. So they're just like added little bonuses. Basically, what you want to see is full health in a lot of Pikmin, because what that means is if we lose the Pikmin, we still have more in our reserves, right? We still have more in terms of our health, so we're still fine. Like, at the end of the day, as long as you have the ability to summon them, you're good. So the more extras you have, the more, like, well off you are, which is why, even though it's super laggy and annoying to do this, I am actually willing to put in the time to get the Pikmin by getting these hearts, because it does help us a ton in the long run, even if it doesn't feel like it's going to help that much. It truthfully does. I mean, look, the game is only lagging when we shoot right now, which is good. It was to the left. What? It is to the right. Was it just like slightly off center and they were like, that was horrible? Are you kidding? I probably put it like right here. That needs to be a little more forgiving. Like, what the hell was that? I'm pretty sure that was like really close, unless I was just wrong. I think it was like one tile downwards, basically. Also, we are going for this because we will get magic mush. I mean, you know, it was worth 3 bombs. 3 bombs for a health up isn't bad at all. I would probably use 3, like, you know, use 3 bombs to like bomb your donation machine before for like 15 cents, and I would probably do that even just to buy a health up. So, oh boy, turret rooms are the worst because you can't just hard focus the turrets and get them killed and then that's the end of it. You just have to dodge with your, like, this is a big hitbox, right? If like, imagine this is our entire character's hitbox. That's how I treat this. I don't treat it like, oh boy, we gotta try to not get them hit. I treat that like, oh boy, if I get hit there, I get hit, right? So I feel like, I mean, that helps you sort of keep your Pikmin, but it's also like, it's hard. And it makes you play really slow. It makes you play more, like, way more passive, but I also do like it. Also, the stat ups are really adding up fast. I mean, any tears ups we have from Greedy Limpet are actually massive, and the damage ups, I mean, they're just really good because, realistically, with how fast we're shooting because of soy milk, every even tiny damage up is actually huge. Are you ready? We're gonna pick this up. That's 2 tiers from a fucking penny. That was a 2 tiers up from one singular goddamn penny. Oh, I love Greedy Limpet. It's an item we've gotten a few times now. It's actually a standalone mod. Like, Greedy Limpet is the mod. It's not from a mod pack. And honestly, I actually don't love standalone mods where they just add one item that much. I think there's obviously some good ones, but I just feel like item packs are better. But Greedy Limpet, I highly recommend everyone install. It's a secret room item, so it's like pretty rare to find. I mean, it's also in the item room pool, but it's secret room, so it's pretty rare to find, but you can kind of force it. So if you're ever looking for it, you can really like take your time and like try to find it, which is really good because that way you'll actually get to see it more. But it's like overall, it's really good. It's really fun. It's a really strong item that doesn't seem overpowered. It fits in with the theme of Isaac, in my opinion. Overall, I love it. I think it's a really solid item. No way I can't put myself through that is the only problem. Like, I really can't. I think that's a full heal. However, I just can't be bothered. While I would love to, no. We've already done several this floor. I'm just done. We can take damage for a couple of range ups. Okay, well, we need to know what this is. Okay, that's actually really good. And I'll take this one because we were on a roll. We kind of had to keep rolling with it. All right, 31 minutes in, we're going to the mom fight. Not mother, just mom. Don't get your hopes up. We're not almost done. In fact, we've basically just begun. The one problem with this fight is one wrong stomp and our entire army is gone. Luckily, our DPS is kind of nutty, and in fact, we're even gonna do this because I think damage, even though it's not a lot, I feel like we need damage just because it's cool. And we have so much health now that we're actually confident going into a deal with the devil and we don't feel weird about it. I mean, like, I guess we'll take these just so one day if we suck up soul hearts, then they can become rock Pikmin. But, like, other than that, there's no real reason to take them. But, like, rock Pikmin are pretty. Okay, damn. This is... Now we're in the home stretch, right? Because, reasonably, on the womb floor, we kind of just are gonna go. We're not gonna stay back and get every heart. That is my usual play with, Eve, where I'll, like, sort of stay back and get everything. But, like... Come on. You know, I'll be honest, I started recording this at like 7:20 a.m., right? And that's really damn early. I'm still not used to recording this early. I would like another cup of coffee, and I just, you know, I want to have some morning time. I think the morning time is a very friendly time, and I think it's actually super nice time to relax. But I also do like getting my work done in the morning because it leaves me with the whole day to like edit or do other stuff for the YouTube channel. So like, I'm not... Like, think about it. Before, I would wake up at, like, fucking up to 6 p.m. sometimes. In past, like, 1 or 2 a.m., I didn't like working. Even though, like, I wouldn't sleep till around, like, 5. Past 1 or 2 a.m., I couldn't work. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't edit. Like, I couldn't commentate. Well, I mean, maybe stream. Streaming was the one exception where I could definitely stream past 1 a.m. on occasion. But, like, that was it. So, like, it led me to this problem where if it was, like, a late day and I woke up at 6 a.m., right? Not 6 a.m., 6 p.m., right? Let's see. I always take about an hour getting ready in the morning, with just between coffee and breakfast and blah, 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 right? I take about an hour to actually get that shit done. So, I wouldn't even be ready till 7 p.m. And then, I have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, basically. That is 6 hours. That is 6 hours total throughout the entire day I have to work. And believe it or not, making Isaac content, especially edited content, can take a fucking while. I mean, regular runs, right? They take about... Can we just suck him up right away, or is he going to be, like, the last thing we suck up? Because I'm not going to go through the whole process of sucking everyone up to suck him up. Hell yeah. They all are, unfortunately, just pink Pikmin now. Which, hey, it's fine. I get it. Also, oh, I thought this was Womb 2. I was like, oh, yeah, we're leaving. That's an IM error room, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty confident that's an IM error room. You know what? Anathema is really good. It's a damage multiplier, but gives you a curse every floor. One times 1.8 damage multiplier. Triggers current damage up to, yeah, plus 2, like 6 damage with fucking 15 rate of fire and all these people. That's like actually really fucking good. Okay. There were some good pills there. To be honest, I just want to go. But yeah, so like Videos take a long time to make. If a regular video, right, just a normal ass video, we're talking a 40-minute long run. Oh man, I didn't realize they were Bony Boys. I thought they were all the other guy, like the ones that just kind of collapse. Like what game is that from? Is that from Zelda? I don't know. The ones where you oh, Dry Bones. It's from Mario. I'm so fucking stupid. Yeah, I didn't realize there were people other than the Dry Bones guys. But yeah, so like 40-minute Isaac run takes 40 minutes to record at least, and that's assuming there's no crashes and everything, right? So like assuming I have the run done on the first try, that's 40 minutes. So like we'll assume with one crash, we're taking about an hour. So if I'm starting at 7, that's 8 p.m. I finish. Already running pretty fucking late, and at some point I spent like 30 minutes eating dinner at some point. I would say I'm not super fast at eating. In fact, I'm pretty fucking slow. Because a while ago I got like really sick and my ability to eat was genuinely like gone. I mean physically, like in terms of swallowing. I had like trouble swallowing food or water for like a month. So since then I'm still pretty bad at also 18 rate of fire just because of fucking greedy limpet for paying off. Sometimes when we get coins, it's fucking disgusting. I love it. But yeah, so like basically, give me more. Oh, just so good, just so good. Basically, we're talking, it's now 8:30, right? And I am done with food, I am done with recording. And then we have to render. And by the way, I'll typically render while I eat, but I'm still gonna pretend I don't. That way the time seems more and like you guys can feel worse for me, okay? Like, does that seem fair? But yeah, so it's like 8:30, we're gonna render. The rendering takes usually about 50% longer than the video itself, right? So if it's a 40-minute long video, it's gonna take an hour. So it's 8:30, we start rendering. We ain't done till 9:30. All right, I can't edit and render, by the way. I can't do anything involved in my work while I'm rendering because my computer, all the CPU power goes to rendering, like literally all of it, 100%. So I cannot do anything while I'm rendering. And then so it's already 8:30. It's now 9:30 by the time I finish. All right. So we're done rendering. We gotta upload. Uploading takes about 35 minutes, so it's about 10 something by the time I'm done. Great, that's the first video. I work on 2 videos a day, right? So that's the first video. And now I either can do the second video now, which is like either an edited video and you'd eat. Chance teleport to an error room if you... No, I don't. It's like cool, but we have brainworm and we're not losing brainworm for that. But yeah, so like basically we're done at like 10:30, and that's just with one video, right? So we're doing 2 videos a day, and that's just with the short video, the video where we don't have to edit at all. So factor in editing, which takes legitimately hours, by the way. And when I say hours, I mean like up to 10 on a very long video. Mom's heart, please. Up to 10 hours on like a heavily edited video. And that's a lot, right? Like that's a lot, and we're taking it. This is great. This is fantastic. We really like to see this, if we're being honest. I mean, just yes. Like, just yes. Oh boy. We're so glad we took soy milk all that time ago. We had a choice to take soy milk or to not take soy milk. And you know what? Even though it seemed like a bad idea at the time, we said we're taking soy milk. And look where it got us. It got us somewhere absolutely fabulous. But yeah, so if it takes that goddamn long to just record one regular video, and we're done by 10:30, and I stop by 1, we now have like 2.5 more hours, and it already took like 2.5 hours to record that video. We have 2.5 more hours to finish, which leads to me sometimes having to rush, or sometimes just, you know, just being so, like, having to go so fucking fast, or just, you know, stressing out so hard because of, oh boy, I woke up late, and now, like, I am going to be working super late, and, like, I know it's like, oh, well, then don't you still have all that free time after you're done recording between, like, 2 and 5? Yeah, but it's, like, it's barely even free time because, like, you know, in my free time, do you know what's something I really like to do? Edit and work on other series that haven't come out yet because there's some really big projects I'm working on. And I can't do that, if I can't do that late, because editing while tired just does not lead to a good result, then it's just like, it's barely free time. I just sit there, like, sometimes playing games, most times just watching TV, and like, most of my free time in my life had just become that portion of the day, and I hated it. But part of the reason I wanted to fix my sleep schedule, and now I'm in a much better spot for my sleep schedule. For now, I mean, I don't know how long it's gonna last, right? Sleep schedules they're so finicky for me. But like, if I'm waking up at 5, oh boy, just the brimstone wall, dude. This is gorgeous. Okay, but yeah, if I'm waking up at 5, which I have been recently, between like 5 and 8, which is, I know, like, it's still a pretty big variance, but I'd say it's a lot more consistent than I usually am. So waking up between 5 and 8, that's really good for me. That's really, really good, and I'm super happy to have that happening. And like, I go to bed every night at like 11 to 1, and once again, there's some variance, but every night I lay down at 11. That's a guarantee. I've been trying to lay down at exactly 11 every single night. And it's been working out pretty well. So overall, I've just been like super happy with the sleep schedule, because what I do is I get my my run done early in the morning. So like, I'll wake up, do my breakfast stuff, and then at like 7, right, I get my run done. I run through it and stuff, and I don't feel rushed, so I kind of take my time. But in the process of doing that, I also will edit a little, right? Just maybe work on a little bit of either an Isaac video or one of the other videos. Don't we have Curse the Blind? Yeah, we do, so that's cool. But yeah, so like, it just gives me more free time to do stuff. By the time I'm done, it's only like 5 or 6 p.m., right? Like, I can finish by then, and that's like really good. That like actually leaves me with so much time, because like at 5 or 6 p.m. I can play video games till like 11 and then lay down at 11. So that's like another 5 hours. I actually have like, I have somehow more time to work and more free time now with my new sleep schedule, which is just, it's crazy. I get more hours in for work, and I get more fucking time to play, like, call my friends and play video games and stuff, and it's been really nice. So I'm super happy with it. Basically, Hot Wheels, welcome. We will be revisiting the Hot Wheels challenge, by the way, because the mod creator actually was just a fucking G&a-half, and actually went back and fixed the Hot Wheels. So if you get multiple, they don't combine into one, and also they can spawn in various places other than the middle of the room, so they can never get stuck. So the Hot Wheels challenge is much more doable now. I mean, it's still going to be a fucking challenge and a half, but we're going to be revisiting it soon. Not yet. I don't feel like uploading that video so soon after recording it, right? Or like recording the original, but we definitely will be visiting it, probably even within the next week. I don't feel like, because, oh yes, now we have fucking fruitcake with this. This just makes it so much better. This is just gorgeous. Oh no, Greedy Limpet fucking paid out. We lost all our stats. Hollowed Out Rock. It barely paid out with anything too. I thought it would pay out with something like a lot more, but it just did not. Huh. Greedy Limpet is really not great with its payouts. I thought it paid out with like actual items, and it paid out with like some like runes, and that was it. Like, definitely a lot more could have happened there to keep me interested, but hey, I mean, on the bright side, there's no bright side, because like, I think after you get Greedy Limit to pay out, I believe for the entire floor, coins don't help, which is really unfortunate with a room like this, right? Whatever. On the final boss now, we could use Soul of Azazel, but Pikmin army, right? I just want to use my Pikmin army. I mean, look at this absolute wall. Oh my god. By the way, I know we're like completely not maxing our DPS. I'm actually doing this for thumbnail purposes right now. Alright, well, thank you everyone for watching. This episode was fucking phenomenal. It was a really long one, like a really, really long one. We haven't had a long one like this in a while, but we did win as Tainted Eve, and honestly, it was a fun change of pace from all the Edens we've been doing. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, leave a like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you please, and I'll see you next time.